Good morning. Welcome to the WEX Wakeup for Thursday, January 18th. I'm Christy Matino. House Speaker Mike Johnson says a path for more Ukraine aid is likely. That comes after a White House congressional meeting that was held on Wednesday. Our Christian Day Talk has more from the White House.
President Joe Biden hosted the Big Four congressional leaders at the White House on Wednesday to talk about ongoing negotiations regarding Ukraine funding and security at the southern border. Both House Speaker Mike Johnson and Senate Majority Leader Chuck Schumer talked to reporters after the meeting and voiced optimism about reaching a deal.
I told the president what I have been saying for many months, and that is that we must have change at the border.
It was a very good meeting and a very positive meeting. There was a large amount of agreement around the table that we must do Ukraine and we must do border.
Johnson noticeably softened his position and suggested that Republicans might abandon H.R. 2, the bill they passed at the end of last year, if the White House embraced substantive policy changes. And Chuck Schumer now thinks the likelihood of reaching a deal is higher than 50%, the highest he's stated since negotiations began last year. For the Washington Examiner, I'm Christian Day Talk.
And former President Donald Trump is focusing on former United Nations Ambassador Nikki Haley's campaign before next Tuesday's New Hampshire Republican primary election. During a speech on Wednesday, Trump compared Haley to a Democrat.
In Iowa, nearly 50% of Haley voters said they plan to vote for Biden in November.
Trump was referencing an NBC News poll that was released last weekend before the Iowa caucuses. And it found that almost half of Haley's likely caucus goers would cast a ballot for President Joe Biden over Trump if he became the 2024 nominee.
A vote for Nikki Haley this Tuesday is a vote for Joe Biden and a Democrat Congress this November.
Trump is hoping to win New Hampshire after beating Haley and DeSantis in a landslide victory in Iowa. However, Haley is closer to Trump in the Granite State, averaging 29% to his 43.5%. And Congressman Maxwell Frost called on his fellow Republican lawmakers to introduce a bill to remove the Statue of Liberty. Now, this is all because of GOP support for H.R. 2. That's known as the Secure the Border Act of 2023. And that would make sweeping policy changes to border security and immigration laws.
To my colleagues on the other side of the aisle, let's be honest with immigrants who deserve better than what you're offering them. Don't welcome immigrants if you plan to reject them. If you keep pushing your bigoted H.R. 2 bill, then also pass this bill. I've taken the liberty of drafting it for you.
The 27-year-old congressman announced his bill with the image of the Statue of Liberty behind him on a red backdrop. And as he spoke, a staffer pulled the image of the Statue of Liberty sculpture off its pedestal.
It removes the Statue of Liberty, our largest symbol that tells people to come here. This is who you are, removing the fabric of America.
Thanks for joining us this morning on the WEX Wakeup. Be sure to give us a follow on social media so you stay in the know of all those headlines trending in politics.